Honestly, this is how Islam rapidly spread in the past. People really are either misinformed, massively ignorant, or just belligerent when it comes to explaining how Islam spread. They like to say Islam spread by the sword or by fear or by, you know, scaring people that if you don't do this, we'll do this. Then tell me, why didn't Christianity spread in those places during colonialism? Why didn't it spread the same? You might say, well, it did spread a bit. It did, but why didn't everybody become Christian? Or most of the Muslim world was all under colonialism for, I mean, we're talking, many parts of it for maybe 1 to 2, some places 3 centuries, maybe. Yet people didn't change religion. Why not? Because you got it wrong. It was not how people left their religions of old in the first place. It was not by sword. It's very difficult to make a person give up their heart and mind. It's very difficult. They have to want to. And I'll tell you how it happened with Islam. People had, as they still do, they had crazy superstitions. And people relied on their superstitions for providence, for rizq, for the crops to grow, for it to rain, for this to happen, for that to happen. And they saw, yes, they saw Muslims come in. Yes, they saw them as a force as well. They did see that. So they saw, yes, there was an element, one could say, of identified superiority. One could say that. I'm not saying that the Muslims necessarily saw themselves as superior, but one could claim that maybe these people felt that Muslims see themselves as superior to us. They possibly may have felt that when they encountered Muslims. But it was the belief, the success they were having in life, and then the confidence that Muslims showed. That لا تهنوا, do not fall weak. ولا تحزنوا, don't you dare fall into grief and sadness. At all times, own what God has given you, whatever circumstances you're in. That al-mu'min, everything, amruhu kulluhu, is khair, is goodness. Why? That if something bad happens to him, sabara wa shakar, he's patient to God and he glorifies God. If something good happens, he's grateful to God and he praises God. It's the mindset of belief. Were they doing wacko things, getting hold of a black cat, getting hold of this animal, doing some kind of weird? No. In fact, they seemed rather strange. They didn't have odd ritual. I mean, they seemed to bow down to no statue. They seem to just do something, but they do it in this rhythm and union. And other than that, they seem to be these very well-spirited, ambitious, confident, happy. You could say, well, what's he so happy about? He seems ever so happy, yeah. People thought, I want in on that. What do you know that I don't know? You worship one God, God we can't even see. Okay, let me try it. ادعو إلى سبيل ربك بالحكمة. You want to show the path, the way to your Lord. Show it like this with wisdom. Show it by just being a source of positivity and just well-being. The person thinks, wow, what the hell is this guy so happy about? What's his secret? I want in on that. I'll have whatever he's having. And this is how, like wildfire, the beam of positive Iman spread. People tried it. Their lives started to improve. Why wouldn't it? If you break away from superstition, your well-being will radically improve. You will start to feel it. You know what? If it improves, you're more positive. If you're more positive, your immune system is better. You're more healthier. You live longer. Better things happen to you. You're more optimistic. You're more confident in life. You attain more opportunities. You see, whatever you put out comes back with that frequency. It comes back. So if you had tried it at that time, if you and I had lived in that era and we saw these people, thought, what the hell are these guys so cheerful about? Let's try what they do. All of a sudden, our lives would naturally improve. So this, and people, it's a shame. And I feel that sometimes this is done it's done sometimes contemptuously. That it's not that people can't think that this could be a reason, but that wouldn't be the reason. I feel that there's an element of, this partiality, prejudice, and contemptuous outlook on saying, what could they have had that would have made them so positive?